Big up everybody we're checking. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. Now both parties are arguing about who should have done something and help Bolt get back his money. The PNP has said the JLP should have helped Bolt get back his money recently when them closed down SSL. The JLP is saying that majority of Bolt money never make it into SSL and that the PNP was in power. While everybody know or believes that Bolt money is still in some offshore account and either Pantan plan to get released or do our time and come back and go feet, or somebody has spent out tight right now. Maybe couldn't hear what going on. Look and listen.
Usain, who has given a lot to Jamaica and not once in doing our country proud did he depend on politics. I believe he deserves better than his name being exploited by desperate opposition politicians who are clearly hungry for political power. So much so they are willing to say anything and use anybody's name to achieve that end. Mark Golding, Julian Robinson and the PNP have been attempting to mislead the people of Jamaica into believing that the former PNP government took any effective or decisive action to safeguard Jamaican investors when egregious issues were brought to its attention concerning the operations of SSL in 2012-2013. The fact is, no decisive or effective action was taken to safeguard the interest of the Jamaican investors, and no twisting or turning from Golding, Robinson or the PNP will hide that fact. What I find unfortunate as well about the entire narrative is the move by the PNP to bring the name of the iconic Usain Bolt onto the political platform in a bid to mislead Jamaica and the icon into not recalling public record which indicate that the majority of his principal investment, 86% of it, was fleeced when they were in office and at a time when they were made aware of issues at SSL but did not take any decisive action to safeguard the Jamaican investor.
Set the record straight on the SSL scandal and to address the false claims made by JLP Senator Apka Fitz-Henley. The truth is, in 2013, under the PNP administration, we took decisive action to protect Jamaican investors. The FSC issued a directive requiring SSL to suspend critical activities due to breaches of the Securities Act. But in 2017, under the JLP administration, those restrictions were lifted. The FSC discontinued proceedings to suspend SSL's license based on the company's claims of compliance. And what happened next? In 2023, the massive fraud was uncovered, which has devastated hundreds of Jamaicans, thousands actually. So Senator Fitz-Henley's claim that the PNP took no action is a blatant lie. The facts are clear. The PNP actually acted to protect investors, while the JLP's decision to lift restrictions left Jamaicans vulnerable. Today, I'm repeating my call for transparency and accountability in the SSL issue. Has the Kroll report, a forensic audit of SSL from 2010 to 2023, been released, even to the court-appointed liquidator? And if so, why not? This report is critical to understanding the full scope of the fraud and the failures in oversight that allowed it to happen. The public has a right to know the truth. The administration must stop hiding behind excuses and release the report without further delay. Jamaica deserves better.
Tell me what you think. Is it the blame game being played just like I was seeing in politics on a day-to-day basis? The he say, she say? No. Most people are in support of what the government are saying. Most people are saying what just recently discovered. Say a large percentage of Bolt money never make it into SSL. Some people are saying the opposition wouldn't know. Even if SSL was operating during the time when the PNP was in power, I would have let them just start them thing. Means that the business just up and running and they never start violate codes and ethics at that moment. For the government at that time starts looking to them. But people are saying, if the government that is now in power had realized that SSL violates certain rules and them are looking to them, why them never make clients aware? So what you know, you see the place where your money there. We are looking to them for certain type of things. Remember, it sounds like what the government was looking into them for. Was that them a tamper with client money? So shouldn't clients be made aware? That both are complain about. Right now, both not care about which party did in a power, which party in a power now, and which party will be in power later. Clear about. And money. And the fact say I'm not get it back. And the fact say nobody not give no good argument on it. No good argument at all. Would ever hear them say, based on what we say, and based on what we know, we feel like the money over here, so you go over there, go look, or you go correspond and coordinate with law enforcement over there, so to get to the money over there, so them no know, them lost. And both believe, say, the person who they behind the bars don't confess, so obviously them guilty. But they never act alone. Them could not act alone. Not based on how much money. They if I did both money alone, them could not act alone. Because both money alone are whole heap of money. But whole heap of other people money, they get take too. Now some of the people them get paid back. We don't know who those people are. Obviously they now come out, come talk. But we know that some people don't get back their money. And obviously the people who never get their money, at them are found out and talk. Namely, Usain Bolt. Now this man is famous. This man is known worldwide. So of course when him talk and him say what he say about him government, people go hear. Recently a comedian, I don't know if you know him, Michael Blackson. He mean that I think one of the Friday movie them. But him know not whole pa movie, him up on Wild and out. You know, Michael Blackson. African, you know what I mean? Him build a school in Ghana. Now the cost of running the school, him build it and I use him own money for run it. Him find out say you have a thing in him country with bonds. You buy the bonds and the bonds pay out a certain amount of money at a certain time of year. Him that plan to use the money for continue running the school. I think go on them spend the bonds and start to give them a certain way how the country plan to pay back the people them how them spend them bonds. Michael Blackson start to cost the government. And of course, him being famous, the world took note. And of course, the same thing like I would say happen with the government on Jamaican island. We the people might not really notice negative publicity because it's on a world scale. And very few Jamaicans travel the world. Very few Jamaicans even travel the Caribbean. The business people, what would I call the private sector. Them know, them hear, them see what go on with the statements being made by Bolt. And them probably say it to some people in the government. Lots of people in the government are also members of the private sector. Some people might not know, but enough people in the parliament, as we even recently realized with the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's wives, and the Prime Minister's wife, them own company, them have business. Warmington own business, Mark Golden own business, you name it. Them have business. Them are business people. Them know what this mean. Them know it look. You the government that talk about foreign investment. Remember, both never say him invest in Jamaica. Both say him invest in a company and him country never do as much for either regulate this company or help the clients who money were stolen by this company. That's what both talk about. Both never ever say don't invest in Jamaica. Which you can't tell people. You can't say it, but think about it. Who have plans for do business, I go do business. Unless when Bolt it say it, him say something about the government and how the country is being run. But that's not what Bolt that talk about. Bolt that talk about fee money and a particular company. Now tell me if you feel like say Bolt money overseas. Whole heap of people feel like say Bolt money overseas in a summer account and Pantan. After she get too much, them now get 100 a year. A white collar crime. A whole heap of money with a white collar crime. We see whole heap of people in recent years. The NCB, woman them, you name them. Them never get 100 years. Them now get Pantan 100 years neither. She said that she take Bolt money. When them give her years and she do her years, we don't know if she have descendants. Means that we know if she have youth. That wasn't really talked about because they never really want to bring the attention to our youth, them, our youth, them they involved. But you know, to people are cuss about this, if people know who our youth them was, they made a cuss them. They made a be big men and women at this point. So people that, you know, cuss them too. But it's either she plan for forward out and go for the money herself, or she plan for tell her pick them the money there and make them get it. But the money after there somewhere, the money never just disappear. She never says she take the money and burn it. She never says she thief the money them and burn it. Well, she says she not take bolt one, but even the other money them. She never says she take it and give it away in charity. She never say she take and buy her car and her house. Or whichever the luxury item, when she have yacht, we don't know. These are the things that the people must say should be public information so the people should know. But talk to me in the comment section and tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, it's a pass through. Click the subscribe icon and the bell icon, and of course put it on all. Now until the reason I get my sentiments for you and yours, I want to live, love and prosper. I want to stay tuned.